Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the new year, and today we are here for Lion Rampant. This promises a new Batrep for another game. And this is the table of today. A river across the steppes between the Russia and the Asia, not yet called Russia, but here is the place where the battle of today is. It will be fought between the Mongols that arrive in this territory and a defensive force in one of the city of the Rus. And the battle is ferry across the Mersey, and we change the Mersey to another name, but the battle essentially is kill point between the two forces that want to control both the bridges to advance, the Mongols, the attackers, and the Russian will try to destroy the incoming horde and protect their territory. So this side is the steppe side where the Mongols will deploy. The other side is the outskirts of the city where the Russian force will try to protect their countryside. And this is the two army. One custom-made Mongols army, an heavy cavalry with bow and leader, one veteran light cavalry, and 3 light cavalry. And the defenders are 3 heavy cavalry, take from the book. There's one with the leader and 2 more heavy cavalry, but with the officer just for the sake to know who is the leader. 1 heavy infantry, 1 unit of archer, and 1 unit of light cavalry with bow. And that's it. Now proceeding to the deployment and the first turn. Behind these anachronistic dice, the deployment is done. Alexei Sviatolavich with his heavy cavalry roll the rush trait, so he also gain wild charge. Is here to protect the bridge with the unit of heavy infantry and light cavalry on that side. And in the center, a unit tasked to help the side that needed the most. And finally, on the hill, the archer take control from the distance of the second bridge, and a cavalry is also deployed here. In front of them, the veteran light cavalry. The camel is just to represent the veteran unit. 1 other unit of light cavalry, and the same here, 2 units of light cavalry, and the Ashur Khan, the leader of the Mongols, with his heavy cavalry with bow. And that's it. Now proceeding to the first turn of the game and a quick recap at the end of it. I don't know if who watching the video know the rules, so I try to explain something while I'm telling what has happened. And what has happened in the first Mongol turn is that every unit successfully activate and move their full speed. Light cavalry move 12 inches towards the bridges here and here, and they have to take the distance of 3 inches when they end their movement from partner or enemy unit. So that's it. This unit move less inches, like 10 inches, so they are slightly far from the bridge than their light counterpart. And now proceeding into the turn, while Sviatolavich, seeing the enemy, urge their unit forward to hold the bridge and stop the invaders of its motherland. The simple knowledge that the Mongols are at the door struck fear into the heart of the Russian, because the infantry here was forced by the command of Sviatoslav forward. It failed its activation and made its reroll. Then the next activation will be the light cavalry ordered to encircle the destroyed building, but they also failed, so this put an end to the Russian turn with a single activation of the infantry and nothing else, and this moved quickly to the Mongol second turn. The Mongol turn is over, and the first turns of this game are pretty quick because no more dice need to be rolled just for movement, so that only the activation. This unit here is successfully crossed the unit after a punch by the leader, then everything else successfully activated. They must occupy the bridge one at a time, so they are ready to cross here, and the same on that side. The veteran unit is moved over the bridge, the other is ready to move, and they careful stay aside 12 inches from the archer, so they put a malus of 1 to be eat, because the next time the archer will try to welcome the invaders in Russia. And that put an end to the turn of the Mongols and moving into the Russian turn. The incoming danger moved the arts of the Russian, which is this time successfully activate, and the archer put their welcome into the Mongol, causing 1 wound. They roll each unit at full size or until it reduced to half of their starting number of Mongol. Roll 12 dice, so they pass the activation to shooter and roll 12 dice. They hit on a 6 because they are more than 12 inches away, but anyway they cause 4 hits. For every 3 hit taken, 1 casualty is removed from the unit, because they have armor 3, so you have to compare the number of the dice roll with the armor of the target. They have armor 3, so 1 casualty, and this heavy cavalry put themselves in range of charge, closing the distance and closing the table to the incoming Mongols. Here this unit is failed to activate, but it was the last one, so nothing serious, because they have not idea yet where they are needed the most. On this side, the infantry was pushed forward, closing the distance and closing the table, and same did Sviatoslav, which put himself and his cavalry in range of wild charge for the next turn. And the light cavalry here has tried to move on that side and close the distance. And now we are moving into the Mongol turn. I forgot to mention that the Khan has the trait strong bow, so once per turn it can freely activate without rolling the dice 1 unit to shoot, and this unit is in range to shoot at the infantry. So we'll see. Now moving into the Mongols turn. The wave of the war strike the Mongol this time, which they shoot but cause no casualty. The shield wall of this unit successfully protect them, not the shield wall rule, but simply the figure that they raise their shield and protect from the storm of arrow from the Mongol elite cavalry. And then this unit try to skirmish, so they shoot and move, but they fail, and this is not rerollable from the ability of the leader to reroll one of the fail activation, which is valid just for move, charge, or shoot. And so the rest of the Mongol turn is over, and this is an interesting situation, because now the Russian is in very good position to start their turn. And to start the turn, the Russian here has to test the wild charge, and they fail the roll. And this is not a good news, because Sviatoslav really want to charge this unit. He can activate it later on, but not to charge. So he ordered infantry to charge the light cavalry, and this time the infantry successfully charge, and now the Mongol will try to evade. It's another ability of the light cavalry. They can roll a 7, and they eventually, if they pass the test, move away from the incoming infantry, and they move half of their distance, and if they are within charge range again, they are engaged and only hit on a 6. Otherwise they are pretty safe. So the Mongol now rolling their dice, and with a 6 they also fail their evade move. They are not quick enough, and the Russian infantry charge directly into the steppe ruler. This time act not quick enough, so they will engage with their infantry and immediately roll to resolve the melee. a very bad result for the Mongols, which not only lose 2 casualties from the infantry, causing nothing to them. They fled, but for the rule they must remain 3 inches away from any unit, friends or foe, and so they have to remove one more model, because they cannot stay 3 inches away from that unit here and here. And for this, bad news for the Mongols. On the other side, the archers fail to understand the orders screamed by their leader, and they wait too much, so they fail the activation, and the turn is over. Now moving to the Mongol to see if they can rally and return the situation in their favor. But this mission, with only cavalry to attack across the bridge 1 unit at a time, is not the best probably for a so evasive band. We'll see. The battle has just begun. The Mongol turn is a cushion one. Infamous to say that they also fail another activation. But before the failure, this squad here caused 1 casualty here, but they passed their morale. And the veteran down there activated successfully, and during their skirmish causing 1 casualty to the heavy cavalry, but they also passed their morale, so not an even, and they are not in a good spot, while this unit hesitate to cross the bridge, and the turn is over. And now moving to the Russian side. Right, I forgot, you cannot see anymore the unit here because they failed the rally. They have to move, lose 1 model and have to move again, but for every inch they cannot enter in the tree, they lose a model, so the entire unit is gone, and then Y is no more here. This side of this river, the battle is strongly in the hand of the Russians. Sviatoslav has moved forward. Roaring is a challenge to the Mongol Khan, while the infantry has put themselves to protect the entrance of the bridge, and the light cavalry skirmish forward but fail to do anything to their Mongol counterpart. On that side, the orders fail to get the troop, and the archer again fail to activate, and this put an end to the Russian turn, and moving into Mongol, which have to decide to accept or not to accept the challenge with the Khan. The Khan refused the challenge of the European leader, and the part of this army here strongly say under his control. On that side, the sign of weakness of their leader put this unit to momentary fleet, while the veterans stay where they are, and now they will try to do something to the enemy. Here the veterans take down another knight, which successfully pass his morale. Another one, light cavalry, is taken down here by their counterpart, but also pass their morale. No more casualty is caused to the cavalry, to the infantry from the Khan unit, and now beginning the Russian turn, which with the order of Sviatoslav. Sviatoslav opened the way and preparing the charge for the next turn, and the rest of his army move and shoot and put 1 casualty here. On that side, interesting development has happened. The veteran unit received 2 casualties from the archers and fled, and was charged by the knights, which now are going to resolve this melee. But the situation looks grim for the steppe nomads. And the fight is over. And as previously supposed, it was a grim fight for the Mongols, which lose 1 model, cause no casualty, then they are forced to lose a model and retreat, so the unit is gone. And now with only 3 units on the table start, and 1 of this are battered and en route, start the Mongol turn. Turn isn't starting well because they fail to rally, lose 1 model and keep going. On this side, after a shooting from that unit here, one casualty is put on the Sviatoslav unit, and then the Khan ordered the charge to his heavy cavalry, and Sviatoslav, caught off guard, failed to countercharge, so the Mongol now attacking the enemy leader, and we'll see the result, the outcome of this fight. Proud Russian leader fought back the Mongols, causing 2 casualties and taking just 1, winning the Malayan force in the Mongol back, and then both of the units passed their morale, and now start the Russian turn. This time is Sviatoslav, which launched a wild charge against the Mongols, which it's their time to fail the counter charge activation, so they will be charged across the bridge, and now we'll see how this with the outcome of this battle here. They barely escape the destruction thanks to the +1 for the leader to the morale, because otherwise they are gone. Sviatoslav has passed his morale and now proceeding with the rest of the Russian turn, but the Mongols are quite battered now, and probably there is no point in continuing this game. How do we see at the end of this turn how the situation is ended. One more casualty here. That unit of heavy cavalry activates successfully. This unit here has crossed the ridge and pursued the fleeing Mongols, and the archers take back their position on the top of the hill. We decided to go till the bitter end, so starting the Mongol turn, and we'll see if they can rally or if the game is practically over. And Hashur the Khan failed to rally, and although this unit successfully skirmished, caused no casualty into the Sviatoslav unit, and on this side they successfully rally. There is no point to go further, because now they can charge here. They will wild charge here and probably put an end to the battle. Just roll the dice to see if both activation will happen. The Sviatoslav failed his wild charge, so it's not activated to charge in, and other cavalry on the other side successfully charge in, so they attack this light cavalry here. Never say never. So the Sviatoslavs move here, the infantry cross the bridge. On that side, a funny thing happens, because they take 1 casualty and fled, but they also inflict 1 casualty, and they also fled as a result of the battle. So both the cavalry move away one each other, both cavalry Batrep, and now starting the turn for the Mongols, and we'll see. Sviatoslav can rally. 8 minus 5 is a 3, so he cannot, so he is destroyed. And this now, let me double check the last unit here. They managed to rally, but there is really no point in proceed this game, because this side here, see this unit quickly destroyed and overrun, and with just 1 unit it's impossible to gain enough point to win the game. So we call it over, and it's a great victory for the Russian. They defend their territory. For the point wise, it's a 5 glory point for the Russian, and just a 3 for the defeated Mongols, and that's it. It's this is the end of this battle. It was quite a bit that I do not play Lion Rampant, so probably I could make some mistake. I hope you will forgive me, but as usual, it's very enjoyable game, and in less than an hour the game is pretty over. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you soon with another historical video. If you like it, please subscribe and press the like button and the bell for the notification of the new video updated. Again, thank you and bye bye.